evening. My first guest tonight is someone whom I've personally admired for many, many years. They are the person who very kindly is about to answer the phone in this particular branch of Pizza Hut.
Good afternoon, Cameron Town Pizza Hut.
Yes, hello there. Could I begin by just asking your name?
No, I'm Steve. I'm Steve, anyway.
So, Steve, I suppose I could start with asking you, how many orders do you think you managed to actually get through in one single day?
In a day, well, it can vary between, maybe 120 orders, going up to about 200 orders. Depends on how busy it is, but obviously during the summer period at the moment, it is a lot quieter. And so you're looking around about, on average, about 100 orders, really.
So out of all of those orders that you inevitably have to deal with every day, is there one classic that stands out? Is there one topping which is your all-time favourite?
Well, there are a number of different varieties of pizza.
I remember with a particular affection that fantastic pineapple special that you once did. You must have been particularly proud of them.
Yeah, we had the ham and pineapple still at the moment called the Hawaiian, but we are trying to, the company is trying to sell other particular items as well. For example, the basic called the stuffed crust and the quad as well, where you can actually choose 4 pizzas in one.
I mean, and yours is, a particularly interesting story. I mean, from your beginnings and, at this point now where you are making dough circles, putting the tomato and cheese on it, and then, cooking it. I mean, you must have seen a great number of changes over this, period of time.
That's right. I've been with the company a long time, and first of all, started off with actually, we had to make the dough ourselves, from the flour and from the yeast and so on, but now we get it from the supplier as a frozen product.
What are the influences that you have had, in your role as a pizza creator? I mean, do you ever think of the pizzas perhaps made by the great Muhammad Ali or the late Jon Culshaw? Has this shaped in any way the way that you approach, doing this?
Well, that's interesting, really. I don't know. I suppose I have actually, when I was playing the music, if you have the music on sometimes, then you can have a dance around while you're making the pizza, I suppose, especially if you know the steps.
I suppose, if you hadn't become, this pizza constructor that you have become now, if you'd followed a different line, do you think there's another occupation that you might have taken, perhaps a famous rock star or maybe a famous actor, something like that?
I don't know about that, really. Maybe a computer scientist or something.
I wish you well in whatever you may decide to do. And,
all right, then.
Congratulations on your 10 years there. Steve, ladies and gentlemen.
Steve, that's right, yes.